Hey everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Lester and sa video na to pag-usapan natin, paano nga ba? How to be successful. If you're interested, please keep on watching. So again, sa channel to, we talk about digital marketing, entrepreneurship, and career development. So if you're interested with those topics, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell para updated ka sa mga future uploads. I think napaka-importante nito na pag-usapan sa mga channel na katulad ko na talks about business and about career. Kasi at the end of the day, yun yung goal natin, diba? To be successful. So I came across this channel, ang pangalan niya si Ali Abdal. He currently have almost 1.5 million subscribers and he talks about productivity, about books. He's actually a doctor, so he also gave YouTube tips. So pinost ko ngayon sa Facebook ko. And I look around these videos and one of the video that really caught my eye, itong video about what makes people successful. And I'll try and relay kung ano yung mga messages na mga diniscuss niya dito. And I think it resonates a lot to me. I wanted to be successful, diba? We all are. Pero kanya-kanya tayo ng style, kanya-kanya tayo ng diskarte, diba? Kanya-kanya tayo ng pinagdaanan. That I think is the core message nung binabanggit niya dito. Putting it on my own word, what he's saying is, success equals hard work, a little bit of luck, and having your unfair advantage. Those three key elements. So, I think the most obvious one, working hard. You can't be successful without working hard. That's given. And I think we all understand that. Most of us work hard, pero bakit ang dami nating kilala na they work really hard, 9 to 5, tapos we can see that they're not getting the success that they wanted. The other common answer that we get from people is, you should both work hard and work smart, which is, I agree. Pero still, we see a lot of smart people working really hard, pero they're getting old and they're not getting any level of success. So ano ba talaga? Ano talagang kulang? So I guess, yung ibang tao naman, ang mindset nila is, well, swerte-swerte lang yan. Honestly, that's the worst take that I tend to disagree with people. I don't think there's ever been a successful people na maswerte lang siya. There's another item that we probably don't have a good understanding yet. It's the unfair advantage. So ano nga ba ito? Unlocking your unfair advantage is usually the key for you to be successful. And fair advantage is the element that gives you an edge over your competition. Sabi nila, everyone has that. I think this applies both to business and to your personal life. So they give an acronym, MILES. So M stands for money, I for intelligence, L for location, E for expertise, and S for your status. So isa-isahin natin siya. So obviously kung mayaman yung parents mo or you already have an existing amount of money or wealth, an obvious advantage to everyone else. Let's say, lahat kayo may magandang idea, lahat kayo working hard. If you have the money right away, then you can start your business right away. Or your parents can invest into your business. Even if someone is actually working hard than you, it's hard to get to your level of wealth right away, diba? So, it's an unfair advantage. Ngayon, if you're saying, so pagpalala na akong pera, then ang hirap na pa namin successful. I think we acknowledge that it's harder, but doesn't mean it's impossible. And most people, there's a lot of self-made millionaires and successful people that they don't have money in the beginning. So, you also see people that are actually wealthy, pero yung mga anak nila not working hard, tamad, kumbaga they live a comfortable and convenient life, so nilagay ba yung advantage na yun kasi they're not used to working hard. Yung resilience is usually not there if you're used to convenience. On the other hand naman, kung wala ka namang pera, if you grew up poor, then usually you're more resilient, diba? You work harder and oftentimes you become more creative to get past yung mga challenges na darating sa'yo kasi you're so used to that. So, I say I'm an example of that na we grew up really poor, pero with that mindset na you have to get out of this situation, then you get more creative and you work harder. So, it's a double-edged sword. I guess all of these other items, it works like that, pero the idea of this video is for us to understand ano ba yung unfair advantage natin and how can we use that. So the next letter is letter I, which stands for intelligence or insight. So ano ito? Obviously, if you have a God-given intelligence or if you have a God-given talent, then you can use that for your advantage. And for example, yung mga singers, yung mga magaling na dancers, yung mga magagaling na basketball player, parang they tend to be more successful kasi they have this unfair advantage na they're better than everyone else on what they do. So if you think about it, if you already have the skill, is automatic maging successful ka na, hindi rin, di ba? Pero obviously, for a lot of successful people, they have this intelligence that's beyond, that's more than everyone else. So, that we can call an unfair advantage. The next item is letter L, which is location. So, whether we accept it or not, places like New York, Silicon Valley, London, there's a lot of money circulating around. So, a lot of opportunities as well, a lot of high-paying jobs. Makuha mo sila, then you already have a possibility to be successful. Same time, it's also a lot of competition. Pero if you put that on like place like third world countries na mababang pasahod, konting opportunities. I mean, I used to live in Caraan, Laguna, which is a beautiful place, pero there's not a lot of opportunities for jobs na katulad ng ginagawa ko yan in digital marketing. So being born in a place or living in a place or near in a place that has opportunities is a clear unfair advantage. These days, mas bumababa na siya kasi having the internet and having work from home opportunities, then that's becoming less and less of a factor. Pero back in the day, it was an extremely huge advantage if you are in the right place at the right time. Next letter is letter E for expertise. It's like with intelligence, having a skill that you are better than everyone else is obviously an unfair advantage. The difference with intelligence or insight and a skill is yung skill usually inaaral mo siya usually lifetime. Ako personally, my skills I've learned throughout the years, I learned video editing, I learned digital marketing, I learned to design website. Those things helped me to get where I am now. I mean, I don't consider myself very, very successful, pero based on where I came from, where I started in the farm up to now, I'm happy where I am, pero I'm still pushing and really want to do well, especially for my family. Pero most of it is because of the skills that I've learned throughout the years. So I guess that's the one thing na can actually control more among these unfair advantages. And last but not the least is yung status. So what do you mean by status? Example, anak ka ng celebrity, ng artista. Yung mga anak nila usually is nagiging celebrity din or nagiging artista din. That's an unfair advantage because of their parents. Even if they don't have the talent or the best talent, then they usually get in because of that status. So that works for politicians, that even works for business people. If your parents is a businessman, well-known in the industry, then if you have a child who want to go into business, then you can give them the advantage. We have to accept the reality that all these things exist. Pero you can't really focus on looking at other people's unfair advantage over you. What you have to do is actually figure out ano ba yung meron ka. And based on this book, what they're saying is everyone has their own set of unfair advantage. And it's really up to us to figure that out. I agree with that. There's a lot of caveat to it. That's a very healthy mindset na we don't look at what we don't have. Instead, we look at what can we have so we can have that unfair advantage as well. Of course, as I said, we pair that with your hard work, with working smart, and a little bit of luck. So yeah, I hope you find this video informative and hopefully inspiring din. I just figured na magandang mapag-usapan natin siya. Kasi I think anyone who's learning digital marketing or entrepreneurship or career development, obviously the end goal is to be successful. So I'd like to put it out there that we're on the same page, we have the same goal, and I think understanding this formula will definitely help us be on the same path and a better probability of gaining success. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.